I'm Byron Au Yong. I'm a composer. And specifically what I do are I write songs of dislocation. So I write music that is fragmented. I compose across many genres. So I've composed musicals that have been in regional theaters. I've composed choral works. I've composed chamber works. I've done media installations for museums. I've done site-specific. Sometimes I call them site-responsive because I feel like I, as a composer, and the musicians are responding to a site. By creating work for specific locations, not only do I have the different ways that that location has changed throughout history, but it's a way of claiming a place and saying, hey, we're doing a live performance here. We're creating a ritual space or a ceremony or enlivening the space with music and sound and stories that then can be remembered in the imagination or further thought about. One thing that I noticed first visiting the waterworks is you can't hear the water. There's a lot of pastoral scenes about the Fairmount Water Works, and yet not being able to hear it except right where the dam is. I was like, okay, let's figure this out. There's an attention that can be paid because the sounds, right, that the choir is making is the wind through the trees, right, as well as some water sounds. It's like, oh, is that water or is that wind or is that someone singing, right? Because it's people singing. And so throughout this, it was very much figuring out, okay, what, from this text, what can those sounds be that, again, expand the space so it makes sense that we're singing at the space and not in a concert hall. I'm really interested in overlapping voices, canonic structures, and yet it's not canonic because it's not written left to right, right? It's written in these, for most part, in these fragments. My impression, and this is why being at a place is so significant, right? My impression of waves was that they come in and they go out, they come in and they go out, right? But actually being there, they're coming in multiple ways and going out, right? It's not one out, one, it's all these different things. And it's actually not up to me to be dictating that. It's really every individual can do that, right? And so the music is constructed in that way. The challenge is, okay, how then do we not just have this dense, bland sound, but actually have a lot of evocative sounds within it? And sometimes the score is incredibly sparse, and yet maybe you only need to hear 3 sounds, and you can listen to those sounds into infinity because, you know, that's like sitting listening to the waves. Like, yeah, it can be bland, or it can, you know, it can lead you to the sublime.